Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all for being here and those watching on TV. Mayor's report, short and sweet. I hope everybody had time to enjoy some of the festivities over the last 2 weekends. A lot going on in our little town. Tremendous amount of people in town this last weekend. So I hope you all had time to partake in some of that. I want to take the opportunity to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. This will be our last meeting of the year. So we won't see anybody till January. So I hope everybody has a Merry and blessed Christmas. City Administrator report. Sorry, I was too short. I'm sorry.
No, I'm going to be, Jesse and Tammy are both here tonight giving reports, so I'm going to be fairly brief as well. Sales tax update. So we're year to date, we are only we're 4% less than last year. But if you'll remember, last year was our record year, so I think we're holding really strong. Lodging tax is up 8%, so that's super wonderful. And the law enforcement tax, we now have, the county runs on a calendar year, and we now have 12 months of revenue. And they had given us a conservative estimate. They were basing it off of $1 million that they thought they would be getting. And of course, we get 9% of that, but it's come in a little bit higher. So it's $101,573.02, which is about $11,500 more than we had put in the budget. And the marijuana tax, we're still waiting. There were some emails circulating between other city clerks and city administrators today asking if they had received theirs, and some cities have received theirs and some haven't, so it might just be a reporting issue, but I suspect we'll be getting that in the very near future. Jesse and I will be attending a meeting in St. James Thursday at MRPC for a TAC meeting. And that is, again, for projects on the state system that we advocate to be moved up in the priority and to be recommended to the state. So, again, this comes from our meeting with the county last month or 6 weeks ago or so. And in Herman, the projects that we're putting forward are to potentially raise the road to prevent flooding on Highway 100 West and East. On the east side, we're by the bluff, and on the west side by the firehouse, so that we can keep those roads open during floods. On their, what they call their multimodal program, we have suggested the sidewalk connectivity to our new bridge, when we get a new pedestrian walkway, a sidewalk up that hill would be fantastic. So many people walk that hill. And so we can get a sidewalk there, connecting to the crossing over, connecting to the park, and then the park connecting to the safe routes to school. So that's what we'll be advocating for. I think I can mention the Port Authority. We had a meeting Thursday in Montgomery City. Now, this meeting was just an introductory meeting for meant for potential candidates. Tammy Burkhoff and I went as well, and there were 3 potential candidates that you all had recommended. You'd recommended several. 3 of them could actually attend the meeting, and it was a very introductory level meeting, just to give people an idea, kind of the purpose and the vision of the Port Authority. I did learn as we got up there that they had a second half of this meeting and that they opened up to the public to share more ideas about. They had some graphics and things about, some future plans, and they had a very interactive public meeting with that. We do not have have to make a decision about our board member until sometime next month. So there was just some mention made that the county commission is busy working on their budget. Again, they work on a calendar year, and so once they get that settled and get into the new year, they'll take some time to start addressing seating that board. And they have the 7 members, and we'll have the one to recommend. I think that's probably all I have tonight.
Very good, thank you. Public Works Director.
On the gas side, the gas department installed an EFE on the service line at Gathian 100. The new 2-inch gas main was bored in up the 500 block of West 8th Street last week. That went really smooth, so we're pretty happy about that. The water department, they made 2 repairs to some damaged service lines. They installed a new water line under Highway 100 to abandon an old lead service line. The street department has been trimming trees and cleaning right-of-way areas, cleaning up the leaves around town, and street sweeping quite a bit, filling potholes. The electric department has been working on several new services around town. A lot of service change-outs, things like that going on, so that's good to see. Upgrades, a couple pole installations, and transformer upgrades. The new transformer for the Copper Mule was finally delivered last Friday. So we've got both the transformers that we ordered last year in November now. Parks Department has been cleaning up leaves, working on the new pump house for the pool, doing picnic table repairs and maintenance, and they will begin painting on the interior of the Parks building this week. The sewer, that's going to be the big one here. They've been continuing on Sand Planet Road. They've got the very last manhole done up there, so now we're going to start working our way back with natural gas and electric down the trench. And then we've got 2 more manholes to set on the intersection of Stonehill Highway and Sand Plant Road, and then one down on 10th Street. So that project is moving along again. They've also been working on preliminary work for the sewer lining project this year. This year we're planning on doing the 200 and 300 blocks of West 9th, Gasconade from the ballpark over to the tennis courts, the 200 block of 12th Street, West 12th Street, the 14 and 1500 blocks of Washington, and the 200 block of West 14th Street Alley. We cameraed all that. New Haven was nice enough to let us use their camera. We cameraed everything, got measurements on everything, identified all the point repairs that we're going to have made. And the engineer says that's going to help save us some money being able to identify that stuff prior to them coming here. In the past, we've had them come here, they camera everything, find all the point repairs, go back and make their bids. So we're kind of cutting a few days out of their time here by doing this. And then tonight you guys have a bid to approve hopefully for the sewer project at the Highway 19 bridge. We have to relocate that. We talked about that a few months ago. The new bridge is going to be substantially higher. There's not going to be any beams protecting the sewer main that goes under that bridge. And leaving it dangle under the bridge is not an option due to the flooding that goes on there. So our options were either redo a gravity sewer from the intersection of 7th Street and Market and take it over to West 7th Street Alley, or to put in a lift station. I don't remember the exact number on that bid, but it was roughly 1/7 of the price to go gravity, so that's how we decided to go. The route is going to be down the 100 block of West 7th, and then if you guys are familiar with the substation by Herman Ford, we're going to cut across the lot that the city owns there, and then we're going to tie into the alley, and that gravity goes over to the other lift station. So that's kind of the scope of that project.
The Sand Plant Road project, the gas and that, do you have a target date when that's supposed to be done?
The hookup?
Yeah.
Jason, the way I was talking to him the other day, and he's hoping early January is the time that we'll make that that tie-in. And I know he's been in discussions with Terry on that. Terry's got temporary heat up there, so I think that's taken care of at this point. Hopefully it goes faster than that, but with the holidays, it's... and then, while I've got you guys here, the water department, we moved over Mike Kolbush a couple years ago. He got his certification in water, so he is fully certified in water, sewer, and gas now, so got his state certification late last month.
And also on Sand Plant Road, there won't be nothing basically done to the road till next spring,
There's
correct?
not much you can do.
No, I know, I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
verifying for the several people that have asked me.
Yes, and I've been verifying that as well.
Okay.
Part of the problem is that the quarry has been out of Midas Rock for about 2 months already, and they seem to not care to get the crusher in. Capital pretty well owns them all now, so you get the crusher when they say you get the crusher. There's no inch minus, there's no 2 inch minus, there's no screenings, so there's nothing but clean rock that you put there and it rolls right out. But as soon as we can get something in there that will stay put, we will, so.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Thank you, sir. Move on to Tourism and Economic Development Director's Report.
Good evening, everyone. Back in October, we held a meet and greet with the Zach Dunlap Band, who wrote the song Shake. The song was written about Herman, and they filmed their music video here in Herman, so we're really excited about having that exposure for us. I hope by now that everyone has watched the movie that was filmed here last year called A Christmas Vintage. We held a premiere on November 2nd and had a great crowd in attendance. The movie has been featured in stories on channels 2, 4, and 5 in St. Louis and channel 8 in Columbia. I've also done a couple of radio interviews about it, and we will have a special newsletter to go out about it this week. Rob and I are working on that tomorrow and the next day. So we hope to continue to get great feedback about the movie, and I want to thank the production company, G-Hits Entertainment, for being so great to work with and for bringing this recognition to our community. They were so great to work with and asked for very little of our community, actually. So if you haven't seen it, it'll be shown at the Showboat Theater this week on Saturday at 7 p.m. Jennifer Davis, Rob Haskins, and I have been working on the 2024 Visitor Guide. We are on schedule for delivery to be early to mid-February of 2024. That's a huge task, and Jennifer leads that project for us, and I'm very thankful for that. Jennifer has also turned in our marketing reports to the Missouri Division of Tourism for our grant for FY24 Q1. Has Christmas and winter ads running now in Q2 and is working on ads for Q3. Those are both print and digital ads. Rob and I hosted a group of 16, I believe it was, international group tour operators a couple of weeks ago. They toured Herman Farm and Stonehill Winery and enjoyed lunch at the Vintage Restaurant. And after leaving Herman, they attended a conference in Memphis, and some of the members of the some of the employees of the Missouri Division of Tourism were down there. And I heard this weekend from one of the employees that Herman left a very good impression with them. So we're very excited and hope to get some group tours in Herman, international groups in the next couple of years. In July of this year, Rob and I started doing our newsletter with the help of a writing contractor, and that process is going very well. So we're doing a monthly newsletter, and like I said earlier, we're doing a special newsletter for the movie, and we hope to get that sent out later this week. A few weeks ago, I hosted a writer from Georgia. She has had many stories in Southern Living magazine. She toured Herman Farm and Stonehill Winery and enjoyed dinner at Doxy Slush. And she's pitched the story about Herman to several media outlets, but doesn't have a confirmation for printing yet. But we're hopeful that we'll have good news on that very soon. The tourism department is hosting the Santa Rides the Rails event again this year on Thursday, December 21st. We have at least 223 tickets sold for that. Charlene and Paula have worked really hard to make up bags for all the kids riding the train, and afterwards we will have cookies and hot chocolate in the Amtrak station and pictures with Santa. We have 4 weekends of Christmas time in Herman behind us, with 3 more weeks ahead of us. I want to thank all the businesses, volunteers, teachers, and students who work so hard to bring so many events to our town. There truly is something for everyone in Herman, for kids of all ages during Christmas time in Herman. And I've heard that for the most part, retail sales have been better than last year, and lodging is up over last year, like Tricia said. So we've been working with Matt Wilson and Wilson Video Productions to do a series of videos called Minute with the Maker. Jennifer's been pushing those out through our grant with the Missouri Division of Tourism. Rob is working to get them better placed on our website, and we will start doing more marketing of those videos in late December and January. Some very good subjects and some great history about Herman that we're very happy to share with people all over the world. Charlene, Paula, and Sarah continue to assist our visitors at the Amtrak station, and I thank them for all that they do. I've been participating in the Merrimack Regional Planning Commission meetings, HREG meetings, and Port Authority meetings. For the last 2 years, the Missouri Rail Partners Advisory Committee, also known as MORPAC, you might have heard me say that acronym, our legislative committee has been working to get the Highways and Transportation Commission on the train. 2 years ago, we presented to them, and one of the commissioners said he had not ridden the train in over 30 years, so we thought it was time to get him back on. So we finally made that happen last week. Former Senator David Pierce from Warrensburg, Alderperson Liz Gibbons from Kirkwood, 2 representatives from Amtrak Government Affairs out of the Chicago office, and myself all rode the train to Kansas City with the Highways and Transportation Commission and MoDOT employees. That evening, we were hosted by the Kansas City Chamber of Commerce, and the next morning, David Pierce, Liz Gibbons, and I presented an update about the Missouri River Runner to the Highways and Transportation Commission. So good things happening with Missouri River Runner coming ahead. 2 weeks ago, the statewide Missouri River Runner Marketing Committee, which I chair, held our first in-person meeting in Warrensburg. MoDOT, through their contract with Amtrak, hired a marketing firm. And this has been a goal of ours all these last 2 years, and really is a dream come true. The marketing firm is called Advanced Media, and they also do the Amtrak marketing for the states of Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan. So they've hit the ground running, and we'll be making improvements to MoRiverRunner.com and our social media pages for the Missouri River Runner, and we'll be doing promotions and events to market the Missouri River Runner. We are completely ecstatic about them being on board. We were sad to see Save-A-Lot close in October, but wish the Cutoff family all the best. We are excited to see what the new owners of that building will do with it. We are also losing Blondie's Dolls, and Timeless Accents has already been closed, and we wish Janet and Diane all the best. And we are very thankful that businesses are moving right into those buildings. Overall, this year has been great for our businesses and our not-for-profits. I'm really excited about 2024. Our festivals and events pages on visitherman.com are really starting to get filled in. People are really feeling more confident this year about planning farther out, and we're really excited about that. Again, we are fortunate to live and work in such a beautiful community, and it's an honor to be in this role. So, any questions?
So I would assume there's no talk with cutting back on the Missouri River Runner to like 1 a day or anything like that.
Just the opposite.
Good.
Yes, that was a huge thing that we lobbied for up in Jeff City. It took a lot of meetings up there, the walk in the halls with our legislative committee, but I think MoDOT has, the Highways and Transportation Commission has learned more about Amtrak and the Missouri River Runner in the last few years than they've ever learned. So they were very receptive to our asks for more funding, and we hope that will continue in the future.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
all you do. Okay, we'll move on. There's no public comments. Any old business? If no old business, any new business?
I have some.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to remind all of you that tomorrow night Planning and Zoning is meeting, and we're going to discuss moratorium on new bed and breakfast in Herman. Something like that.
Guest houses.
Guest houses, yes.
All right. If you have any interest, go to that meeting
7 o'clock.
at 7 o'clock. Okay, we'll move on to ordinances.
All right, the first is bill number 2023-42 for second reading. An ordinance to amend certain sections of the municipal code of the city of Herman, Missouri regarding the operation of all-terrain vehicles, utility vehicles, recreational off-highway vehicles, off-road vehicles, and golf carts on city streets. And so this is for second reading. There were a couple of edits made to the first draft. A utility vehicle, as far as traveling on 4 or 6 wheels now, there was some word that didn't make sense there before. And then under recreational off-highway vehicle, the reference to vehicles that do not run on highway tires was taken out. I think Jim made that comment. And so it should be ready to go.
Okay. Any other questions on that? Do I have a motion to approve with the changes?
I move to approve bill number 2023-42, second read.
Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
I'll se-
Motion's made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next is bill number 2023-43 for second reading. An ordinance to amend chapter 245 tree regulations and tree commission board of the municipal code of the city of Herman, Missouri.
This is second reading. Any questions? If not, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll approve bill number 2023-43 as second read.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
I'll second. Go ahead.
Motion's made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next is bill number 2023-44 for first reading. An ordinance authorizing the execution of the First Amendment to ground lease between the city of Herman, Missouri and USCOC of Greater Missouri LLC, doing business as US Cellular.
This has been long in coming. There's been a lot of back and forth, like 2 years worth of back and forth. They had a hard time settling on a location for their pole and their design, so that was a lot of why it took so long. They did settle on a monopole design, independent of any of our equipment, towards the closest side towards the river. And a few things that are different in the contract are that we raised the base rate, of course, asked for 10% increase in the rent at every 5-year renewal, which wasn't in the last agreement. We also asked them to fix the road, to leave it in at least as in good a condition as they found it when they're done with construction. And other than that, they just promise great service if you have US Cellular.
Very good. Any questions? Not, do we have a motion?
Moved bill number 2023-44, first read.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
Second?
Motion's made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. We have a resolution.
On to resolutions, or the resolution, is a resolution to ratify an application for recertification for the Tree City USA designation.
Anybody have any questions on that? If not, do I have a motion to approve the resolution?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 1339.
Motion has been made. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is passed. All right, we'll move on to motions. Do I have a motion to approve last meeting's minutes?
Mr. Mayor, I do have one correction, if I could ask you guys to, when you make your motion, to include the correction in the portion for Tyler Schneider's public hearing. There should be in the motion from P&Z and with the Board of Aldermen at that time for the completion of the off-street parking. So
Okay.
I have a note to make that correction.
I need a motion to approve that change.
I move to approve the November 27th meeting with the amendment.
Motion has been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Invoice for payment.
I will move that we pay those bills.
I have a motion to pay the bills. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Motion to declare as surplus the following the Victory Reach-In Commercial Refrigerator Model AR-47-S3, a 2005 Ford Ranger 4x4 pickup truck, a flatbed only off of the 2015 Ford F-350 4x4, a 2000 Ford E350 van with a 2008 Aries Saturn III TV sewer line inspection system camera, serial number 061214112 TR3000.
Good job.
You earned
Good job.
it.
Good job.
Well done.
Yay.
Did good.
Any questions on what we're getting rid of?
Inspection camera.
Can you repeat that? No.
That last one particularly.
Yeah, last one, kind of, yeah.
I make a motion to accept the surplus items.
We have a motion to go ahead and declare the surplus. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Next is liquor license renewal. You have all of them in front of you. There are several. Do we have a motion to approve the liquor license renewals?
I will move to approve.
Motion made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Liquor license for Wings of Blazing Incorporated, 120 East 4th Street. They want to change, or they want a manufacturing liquor license. Do I have a motion to approve that?
Motion to approve.
Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Liquor license for G&W Foods doing business as Village Market at 2072 Village Lane, packaged liquor and Sunday sales. This is the people that are taking over Village Market. Do I have a motion to approve that?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion made. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, right?
Aye.
That's passed. Approve a contract renewal with Lamore Billboards for $6,435 for advertising. That's for the billboards. Do we have a motion to approve that?
I move to approve the contract.
Motion's been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, right?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Approve the low bid from KJ Understall for $56,800 for Highway 19 sanitary sewer relocation project. This is what Jesse was talking about. Do I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion's made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Approve the low bid from SAC, or SAK Construction LLC for $216,722 for the wastewater collection system rehabilitation and I&I reduction project. Anybody have any questions of what that is?
Otherwise known as the sewer pipe relining.
Just want to make sure they know what it was.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion's made. Do I have a second?
I'll
Second.
second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. We have no reports. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I
I
move
so
to adjourn.
move.
I have a motion and a second.
I'll second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Thank you everyone for being here and watching, and again, Merry Christmas to everyone.
See you all next year.
See you next year. You are correct.